Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are brand new, welcome. I'm super glad to have you here. My name is Jessica, also known as Chicprofessor on Instagram, and I make videos on luxury goods, the pre-loved market, and workwear. Today's video is going to be a review and comparison of these three bags. So these two are the Lady Dior Soft, and this is the classic Lady Dior. This is the vintage first edition, and I will link the video I have comparing this with the newer models of the Lady Dior. But these are the Lady Dior Soft, and these are both from 2007. This is from January of 2007, and this is from June of 2007. And they were a more casual design of the classic Lady Dior. So I am going to be giving you a quick comparison and review on all three so that you can make the best decision for you if you are interested in buying them pre-loved. So the biggest difference is, of course, going to be that the classic Lady Dior is the classic, and it's what these are based off of. It has a zipper top as well as a strap, and it is the only one that has that. It also has puffed quilting, whereas these have the canage quilted design, but they are flat quilting. This one obviously has silver hardware. This one has gold, but the golds are different. So this is a muted gold and this is a more yellow gold. They do all have the same design with the CD on the bottom of the gold plating. And also the big Dior Charms. Now these Dior Charms on the soft are a little bit different than the classic and a little bit more similar to current Lady Dior's because the D is what is largest on these, whereas the O is what's largest on this one. And also the back of the O has this leather piece, and the O is attached to that, which says Christian Dior Paris on the other side. These do not have a leather piece, so that is a little bit different. Another quick difference is that this does not move. It only goes a little bit side to side, whereas this not only moves, but it's actually fully removable. It has a clasp that can be removed. So that is a little bit different as well. It jingles and jangles, as you can hear, so I understand why some people choose to remove it. Otherwise, the hardware is the same. They all have the interior sort of screw design, which is from the classic Lady Dior. They all have that, and so they are the same, except that, as you can see, this one is stuffed right now. This one is Grace in her handbags. This was sent to leather surgeons, so the color is really beautiful and beige right now, and it's all cleaned up. It also has some structure, I think, added back into it. It has twillies on it, which I am kind of taking off accidentally, but it also, she has a bag insert and then has it stuffed, so that's why this one holds its shape, whereas this one just totally collapses in that Lady Dior Soft. And both of those are going to be different than the classic Lady Dior, which mine has lost some shape just because it's 30 years old, but it isn't necessarily supposed to have lost shape, so that's a little bit of a different design. Because this one has the zipper, it also has the beautiful gold zipper pull, which of course the other ones do not, which makes it slightly heavier than the small, but not by much. One other quick difference is that the handles on these are flat. It's a flat design handle, whereas the handles on these are more round. You can't really see this one because of the twilly, but it is the same handle design. These also have a different interior because they have the ability to clasp, which the other one, the classic Lady Dior, does not. It again has this open, not zip top interior. It has the Trotter design print inside, and it has a zip pocket as well as a 2007 cell phone pocket, which is a slip pocket. This one has the same design, though the color of the leather tab is different because it matches this leather tab. So otherwise it is the exact same design inside. The interior of the classic Lady Dior is going to be a little bit different. Because this is black, it has the beautiful red interior, which I love, and it only comes in the black. It also has a zip pocket, but it does not have a slip pocket, and like all of them, it has this leather design where the top is sewn and the edges around all have a similar sewn look, but actually flip up. So that is what happens on all of those. This one has the canage print, not the Dior Trotter print inside. Another quick difference I am going to show you is the base. So mine is supposed to have feet, but because it's the first edition, it does not. So any other Lady Dior will have feet. So they would all have the same kind of feet design. But I don't know if you can see the actual base is smaller on the Lady Dior, this plain leather base. The lambskin kind of goes around it a little bit more than the other ones do, and so you can kind of damage that a little bit more easily, and because mine especially doesn't have feet, it is a little bit more fragile that way. So that definitely makes a difference. Another thing I want to show you is the design of the side, and the large has the same. This is one continuous piece of lambskin with a seam down the middle, whereas this one has a distinction between the front and back panels and this side panel. So that's a little bit different as well, the way that the canage print works, and this one is the same with that. The next thing I'll show you is the sizes. So the large Lady Dior is obviously quite a bit larger than the other two. It is 10.5 inches long lengthwise by 6 inches wide by 10 high. So it's almost a square in terms of the length and the height, which is a little bit different than the others. They're a little bit more rectangular in shape. So these two are obviously much similar in size. They are both 5 inches depth and 8 inches high. This one is 10 inches long and this one is 10.5. So it's just slightly longer in terms of length, but as you can see, they are very, very similar sizes. So that is these ones. And then the handles on these are about the same drop, whereas this one is kind of a ratio to the bag. It is a longer drop, and it's not quite big enough to go on my shoulder. So all of these are meant to be carried in the crook of the arm or by hand. They're top handle bags, but this one does have the strap option, so that is going to be slightly different. I like the large floppy one the least. I think it goes away from the classic a little bit more, and it's just not quite my style. So this is a light gray kind of off-white color, and I'm going to be selling this one. I really like the silver hardware, but the bag just doesn't quite work for me in terms of size. It's not quite large enough for work, and it's a little bit too big for me for a casual everyday bag. So I'm going to be selling this one. In terms of these, my preference is still the classic. I like the puffy quilting, I like the strap, I like the zipper pull, I love the red interior on the black, but this is definitely a more formal option. So I think this bag is beautiful, and I hope that Grace keeps it for a long time because I think the color is beautiful. I love the muted gold hardware. I like the feet on the bottom, which of course most of these have, but I also like that it's just kind of grab and go. It's really easy to kind of use it. It's a little bit more of a casual bag compared to this more formal bag. So if you like the look of the classic Lady Dior, but it's too formal or too structured for you, I'm looking at you, Dita, then this one might be a really great option, and I will link a couple pre-loved versions of this down below, as well as this one, and I'll also link the classic current version. Of course, the soft is no longer for sale, but it was really popular, and I think a lot of people really do like the idea of having this design because it is so classic and beautiful, but in a more casual way. So I really like this bag, and I almost want to add it to my collection, but I think it's a little bit too similar to the classic, and I definitely prefer the classic. So that is the comparison between the two. If you liked the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I am on a quest to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love your help. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. If you do have any questions, let me know. Again, I'll be selling the large, so I can only answer questions about that while that one's still for sale. But I can reach out to Grace if you have any questions about this one, and I can answer any questions about this one. So thank you again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.